Hi there, and welcome to the 57th episode of Career Stories Live. So today I'm joined by Sophie Broome, who says she is a girl in her 20s trying to navigate the marketing world. So welcome, Sophie. Thank you very much for joining me today.
All right, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So Sophie popped up in a post I was reading last week, actually, about getting Gen Z active on LinkedIn, and I really liked her profile and how it was set up. So got in touch, and I'm really pleased to say that she's joining me today. So please do comment if you're here watching. Let us know where you're watching from. Feel free to ask any questions you might have for Sophie. Share your experience in the comment, and also if you're watching on replay, do the same, and we'll go back for those later. So just a very quick intro in terms of the basis for these lives. So I've always been really interested in what people do and why they do it. I like to learn about different roles and career paths. And the aim is to inspire thought about what people could do and get advice really on places to source information. So with all that in mind, let's go straight over to you, Sophie. So can you give us a brief intro into you and what it is you're doing right now work-wise?
Yeah, well, I graduated uni in 2023, and I've just left my job yesterday. After it took like a year to get this job, but I have then just got a new job that's in York, so I'm currently going to be relocating 100 miles away from home.
Oh, wow. Exciting and scary?
Yeah, but it should be good, so.
Yeah. Oh, very good. Okay. So early careers. So did you have a job whilst you were at school or college? And if you did, has that helped you in any way?
I did a lot of bar work, to be honest. I worked in McDonald's when I was at college, and then once I turned 18, I left there because I couldn't be doing with flipping burgers anymore. So I wasn't very good at it.
Really?
So I went into bar work, and then that turned out to be an easy job to get whilst I was then at uni.
Yeah.
I think probably speaking to all the customers and stuff probably gave me a bit of basis for going into a job in the big wide world.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I think you definitely learn a lot, don't you, in kind of retail or hospitality about kind of people and how they act and what it's like when it's really busy and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and how to deal with loads of different people and their problems.
Yeah, that's really good. So what subjects did you enjoy when you were at school, and did that help you to choose your degree subject in university?
Honestly, the subjects I did at school, I don't think they set me up for anything to do at uni because I had no idea what I wanted to do after GCSEs. I just kind of went with what I enjoyed, and that was maths.
Yeah.
That was a huge mistake then when I went to college, because I'll tell you now, do not do A-level maths because it's just not the same as GCSE.
Yes, it's really hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awful. And one of my friends did further maths as well, and I was like, how are you coping?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what else did you do as well as maths then?
I did English Lit at college as well as media studies, and that was a complete fluke. I just chose it because I didn't really know what else to choose.
Oh, okay.
And then it ended up being the subject I enjoyed the most, and then that's what I went and did my degree with, and that's what I now do my career in as well. So.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's good. So what about the uni you went to? You went to Leeds, didn't you? So how did you choose that? Was it based on the course, or was it the area you wanted to go to? Or?
It was a lot based on the course at first, as I went and chose digital media because I think that's the whole thing. Everything's going digital now, so I didn't really want to go and just do general media. And I always had a bit of a social media side in me, I think, that was waiting to come out. So looked at that, and I looked at a few different ones, but Leeds seemed to be the one that had the most creative side to it because I was never really hold academic wise. Give me a project, yeah. Give me an essay, no.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, no. I can't put words down on pages. I think that's my issue.
Right.
Leeds was the first one that I went to go see and absolutely fell in love with it, and then ended up comparing every other uni I went to see against Leeds.
Okay, so it was your first choice as well then? Yeah. Oh, that's good. And did you consider anything else other than uni? So like a degree apprenticeship or just going out to work or anything like that? Or was uni the thing that you wanted to do always?
I'd always had the thing in my mind that I wanted to go to uni. I couldn't tell you why I didn't choose anything else, but uni seemed to be the only thing that really appealed to me.
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. So how was your course structured then? So you said that you didn't really like writing essays and things like that. So what was it 3 years you were there or 4 years?
It's 3 years, yeah.
3 years, yeah.
Yeah. I think you choose your modules based on what you wanted to do. So I chose all mine based on how it was assessed. So
Yeah.
if it was essays above 3,000 words, I wasn't choosing that module, no matter how much I wanted to do it.
Okay.
And I only had 2 modules in my entire 3 years that I had to do an exam with, which was also great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was just, I had lectures every week, but I went during COVID because it was 2020 when I went to uni. So
Yeah.
it was all sit in my own bedroom and watch someone speak to me through a screen for the first year and a half.
Oh,
So
that
it was
must have been so tough.
very not the typical uni structure that you would have. And
Yeah.
seminars ended up being a discussion board instead of actually speaking to each other. Which
Right.
then was
Okay.
a shock when I went into third year and we're all in this classroom and I was like, I've never done a seminar where I have to actually speak out loud before.
Oh wow. Yeah, so many different challenges that you had to go through.
Yeah, and we had to deal with all the strikes and all sorts. So I didn't actually get my degree until 5 months after I graduated.
Oh wow, really?
I graduated without knowing what I actually got in my degree.
Oh, blimey, so tough. So
Yeah.
you wrote on your profile that you thought it was the end of the world when you got your results. So how did you, and I think that's really a typical feeling, isn't it? But how did you get yourself out of thinking in that way?
I think I'd got through the whole of uni being like, I need a 2-1 because no one will take me. I won't get a job. I won't do anything at 2-1. And then I had a bit of a downhill of a second year. My own fault. I used to go to the library at 2 a.m. and decide to do an essay that was due the next day. Don't recommend, but so I tried to pick that up in third year and I did my best, but I just didn't get quite there to get 2-1. Finished with a 2-2, and I just say to myself, you have a degree at the end of the day. Doesn't matter
Exactly.
whether you got third or you got first, you've still got a degree. It's still an achievement. And
Definitely.
I tried to go and do a master's, but honestly, I just didn't think the master's was for me, really. And I just did it because I didn't really know what else to do. And I
Yeah.
think you're in that comfort of education, and you've been in
Yes.
education since you're 4.
Yeah.
So it's like you're used to it. Going into a job is something completely different, something new, and it's a bit scary. So I thought, if I do a master's, that's all right. I can stay in that little bubble, I can stay in that comfort
Yeah.
zone for
Yeah.
a bit longer. But every master's I wanted to go do needed a 2-1. Didn't have a 2-1, so I got rejected from them all.
Right.
So then
Okay.
I had to then go on to my plan B of actually searching for a job.
Yeah. Okay. And again, I think loads of people are in that situation. So it's really good to hear you talking so honestly about it. So how did you find that first role then after university?
It was a lot of applying and then getting loads of rejections. But my favorite thing to say is, it's not what you know, it's who you know, because that's how I got my first job. Because my dad currently works for the company that I've just left,
Right.
and they were putting this job out for like second year uni students for like their placement year.
Yeah.
So my dad mentioned me. They said I could email, and I emailed over, and then went from there, really.
Oh, brilliant. So yeah, it's really important, isn't it, to tell people what it is you're looking for so that everyone's keeping a lookout for you.
Yeah, and that's this thing I love about LinkedIn as well, because you go on, you say, I'm looking for a job, and then the next minute loads of people comment or private message you or anything being like, I know this opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. So that first role, what did it involve?
It was a bit of an all-round marketing experience, to be honest, which was great coming out of uni, because I still had no idea what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So getting into a job where you get exposed to every single part of marketing is really helpful, because now I've decided that I like the content creation side of things. I like creating videos, and I want to do that, and I want to go into social media.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. So what is it about content creation that you like then?
I love coming up with an idea and then watching it all
Yeah.
form together, and then watching those people like it. It's like a sense of pride.
Yeah, no, that's good. And I know you're a really good advocate for using LinkedIn. So what made you get started on LinkedIn, and what do you like about it compared to other platforms, I guess?
Well, I created a profile years ago and never touched it. So
Yeah,
I thought, I don't know why it's sitting there, I may as well use it. And there's a whole thing of employee generated content that's very popular on socials at the minute. And I thought, well, maybe we could do that at work. And I thought, well, I can't pitch it to work if I don't do it myself.
yeah,
So started doing that, and also then made it a little New Year's resolution, so I'd kind of stick to it. And 4 months later, I've just hit 1,000 followers, so it does work.
brilliant.
And
Yeah,
I think compared to other platforms, it's great because you don't have to have viral videos to go viral. As I
yes,
say, like people will just connect with you because they like what you say, not
yeah.
because loads of other people liked it.
Yeah, no, that's really true. And I think you said then that you went up to over 1,000 followers. So I think before we came on air, you said that you had gone from 300 to we got 900 new followers or something, hadn't you, in that
Yeah,
time
so I've
connections?
just hit 1,200. So
Yeah,
yeah, so
that's
about 900 followers in the last 4 months, which is crazy. So it's gone
yeah,
that quick.
it is. And how do you decide what you're going to post about on LinkedIn? Do you kind of mix it up with personal stuff and work type stuff?
Honestly, I just waffle on my LinkedIn, to be honest. I'll just say whatever comes to my head.
Yeah.
I have started on a Wednesday. I put like a how-to carousel on just to
Okay.
kind of break up from my waffle,
Yeah.
be a bit helpful on there. But most of the time, I do just put random stuff on. And it's nothing related to marketing half the time. I just put it up on there and just hope someone thinks it's funny.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it definitely works. I mean, that's why I contacted you, and you've said that you've had so many people messaging you and things, haven't you, since you've been a bit more active on there. That's really
Yeah.
good. Okay, so you've been job seeking again recently because your that first role was a 12-month contract. So how was that whole experience of job seeking?
It was very overwhelming at first because obviously I hadn't applied for a job in over a year. So it was a bit, oh my God. But I think once you get into it and realise that it is a numbers game, all the rejection, the automated rejection, shall I say, is not a reflection on you.
Yeah,
It's just not a right time or not a right fit for you at that moment. So I wouldn't
yeah,
take it too personally. And I think once I got into that mindset, it was okay. And I found my current job through Easy Apply on LinkedIn. So I think
okay,
lots of people think it doesn't work.
yeah,
But I'd say try it. You never know. And I
yeah,
sat there and put through 40 applications through on there and got a few interviews from that. So again, a numbers game.
yeah, excellent. So what is your new job going to be?
Well, my official title is Operations and Marketing Executive, but it's for startup companies. You know, like the companies that raffle off cars and holidays and stuff.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Brilliant. Oh, that's really good. And you're moving away from home for that role, so kind of exciting and scary times, I guess.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I think I'm okay about it because I've moved away from home for 3 years.
Yeah,
It's going a
yeah,
little bit further up, but
yeah,
I've had that experience before, so it's not completely daunting.
yeah. Oh, that's good. And you mentioned in one of your posts I saw that you're going to miss two communities when you relocate. So what are those communities, and what are the benefit of those kind of things that you're a part of?
One of them is it's called Girls on the Go, and they help girls make friends in a new city. So they're currently in Liverpool, Manchester, and Birmingham, and they put events on, and you can go to them solo, and they sit you in a table with other girls that went there on their own, and you make
Uh,
friends through that, and it's so lovely. Because I'm in a group chat with like 10 other girls now, but unfortunately we're not going to meet up because I'm moving away, which is really sad. But
oh,
it is a great community. I've loved it.
yeah,
And the other one is called Marketing Meetup. So it's
yeah,
more marketing focused, but they put on networking events in some
yeah,
cities. So I've been to some in Liverpool, But they also do like online webinars, which is also nice.
Yeah, well, that's good. So what kind of benefits do you think people get from joining those communities?
Well, I went to a marketing meetup networking event, and I think that's how you found me, through someone who I'd met there, commented, put me in the comment on that post that you saw.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
So
yeah,
that was one big benefit.
yeah,
And the other one with the Girls on the Go is it's just nice to, you can make friends in your 20s, because it becomes hard after you leave uni or school or whatever. Because I went into a job where like there was no one my age, everyone was older than me, so then it becomes harder then to make friends, because you can't really make friends at work.
Yeah,
to go outside work with them. So it was nice to have that little community that I could go to make friends.
Yeah, no, that's really good. So do you think you might get involved in setting up some of those communities yourself at some point?
Well, I've sent a huge hint to Girls on the Go that they need to come up to York so I can keep going to their event. But
yeah, that'd be good. Excellent. So what advice have you got for maybe students who have got no idea what they want to do next?
Honestly, do what you enjoy.
Yeah.
I don't overthink it. I went to uni doing what I enjoyed at college, and that's what now I do it as a job. So, and I think just make them little small risks. I took media studies at college without having any idea what I was going to do with it or whether I was going to like it, and I loved it. So I think it's just taking those risks and the fact that you only live once.
Yeah, no, that's good.
And also that uni is not for everyone, so don't feel like there's a big pressure for you to go to uni.
Yes, I think that's a really good point. And did you have any friends at uni that maybe changed courses and things like that halfway through?
I had a few friends who dropped out at second year because they realised that it wasn't for them.
Yeah.
So it's just what you get on with, I guess. If you're not, and like if you don't like academics that much, I think maybe doing a degree apprenticeship is probably a better option than going launching yourself into uni. Just depends what you like and what you're capable of, really, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. And I chatted to Ethan a couple of weeks ago about degree apprenticeship, and I think his view was he wanted to go to uni, but he didn't want the debt that kind of goes with it. So that's why he went down the degree apprenticeship route, because he said, he could be earning money and then in the same amount of time have a degree as well. So I guess maybe you need to be a bit sure about what you want to do if you go down that route, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even want to think about how much debt I'm in from uni. That's when I've hit the threshold problem.
Yes,
but that's degree apprenticeship. I suppose you've got to know what you want to do that. I don't really know how they work because I never looked into it. I suppose you've got to fully know what you want to do as a job to go into that. So I suppose it depends on how much you know.
Yes, yeah. So I mean, with him, he knew that he wanted to do something in kind of IT. So I guess it was easier maybe to find a relevant degree. But like you said, if you didn't know at A level that it was going to be the media studies course that kind of changed your direction, did you? So tricky to do that.
Yeah, and I still picked an incredibly broad course at uni because I had no idea what I wanted to do. So I would have been terrible at choosing a degree apprenticeship.
Yeah, so it's whatever works for you, really, as you say. So you also mentioned on your profile that you are a runner, and I know you've not been running recently, but what is it about running that you kind of enjoy, and how does that benefit you and all of that?
Well, I think it just clears my mind. It can go on, there'll be loads of things going on in my head, and I think, no, I'm going to go for a run, because being out, I can't run on a treadmill, can't do that, that bores the hell out of me, but go outside and pick a scenic route. I can't run along the main road because that gives me a bit like, oh my god, people are going to be judging how fast I run. So if I run in a wooded area or something that's quite scenic, it clears my head, because it's just you in your headphones. You don't need to think.
Yeah, no, that's good. And I'm the same. I run a lot, and it is for those same reasons, really, as well as the physical benefits, but mental health definitely really helps me. So you talk about your other passions also on your LinkedIn profile, and I really like the way that you've got a mix up of your personal stuff and your business stuff on there. So you talk about fashion and beauty. So do you kind of write content on those topics as well?
I am trying to create more content on that, like on my own socials, because I'd love to break into the fashion industry, but unfortunately most people like you to have experience in that industry before they take a chance on you, essentially. So I thought if I do that on my own, maybe that'll count as experience, and someday I can get into that industry.
Definitely. So what socials do you use then? We can put them in the chat afterwards so that people can follow you and things.
As I do use TikTok at the minute, but I am in the process of creating a new one, so it's not connected to my personal one. So it can be a bit separate. I'm going to set up a new Instagram account as well. So let me once I set them up, I can put them in the comments and you can all follow.
Excellent. Yeah, definitely. And I think, like you say there, that can count for something. So doing it as a like a hobby, I guess, to start with, but you can definitely use that when you're applying for jobs. So it's slightly different, but my husband works in social media for a local museum, and he got that job through volunteering. And so he went there to start with volunteering, and they saw his photos on his personal page, and then they offered him a job doing social media. So I would definitely not discount it. And also, if you ever get to do any volunteering kind of stuff, that can give you good experience as well. So lots to think about for sure.
Well.
Definitely, yeah. So how are you going to kind of get yourself settled in York once you've moved up there then?
Well, one of the girls on my LinkedIn messaged me a link to a Facebook group, so I've joined that, put a little post in there being like, please make friends with me, because I know no one.
Nice.
So I've had a few people then message me from that, which is nice, and we're going to like meet up and have coffee, which would be nice to know some people right off the bat, because I think that's my biggest thing. I'm moving and I know absolutely no one.
Yeah.
So hopefully once I meet some people, get involved in some stuff, feel a bit more at home then.
Yeah, that's good. So again, another thing that's come from LinkedIn then, by putting a post out there, people have got in touch with you.
The powers of it.
Yeah, I think people really, really underestimate LinkedIn, don't they? And again, we were talking earlier about it having kind of a bit of a reputation of being a stuffy business type place, but actually so many people read your content that you have no idea about, and then you might meet them and they'll say, oh, I read this about you. So you just don't know who you're going to reach.
No, absolutely not.
Brilliant. Okay. Right. Well, thank you so much, Sophie. It's been really great chatting to you. So thank you to everyone that's been watching. I can see that there have been some people watching. So if you do think of any questions you want to ask for me or to Sophie, then please do add them in the comments and we'll go back later on. And I'm back next week when I'm going to be chatting to Kaylee Fryer, who is Events and Belonging Coordinator at Reading Student Union. So that's going to be really good to chat to her as well. So thank you again, Sophie. It's been really good talking to you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And I'll see you all next week.